welcome to another episode of Paranormal Pals. Today we are joined with a guest. We're having a crossover episode with Minuteman himself, Robert Hensley.
Hello.
Robert, why don't you explain a little bit about Minuteman?
Explain Minuteman. So, in kind of the Truth Be Told brand, Tony has his Friday afternoon show, which is, 50 minutes, interview-based, touching on a wide range of topics that are all paranormal. And then Wednesday, Bonnie, also interview-based, hour-long. She talks to people kind of more the metaphysical, spiritual side of the paranormal. And then Monday just needed to be something short, sweet, and simple. So nothing over 15 minutes. I don't interview. Well, I haven't. So let's put it this way. I haven't.
Coming soon.
Yes. Yeah.
Up to this point, I haven't really interviewed people, but really just kind of find stories that either coordinate with what Bonnie or Tony are talking about during the week, but don't really kind of cross into their subject matter, and really find stories and kind of do a little deeper research and find out a little more information and try to present stories that they may have actually caught on, an article on Google or one of those like clickbait things on Facebook or, TikTok, and just try to take them a little deeper into it and give them a little more information. That's really what the Minuteman Report started as. And now, after, 77 episodes.
Wow.
Right? Which, when you think about it, for the first year, it was, 52 episodes. It's a whole year.
Yeah.
Weekly, right? And then this year, I've just been kind of like, when I feel
when
like
you
it.
can.
But now we're really kind of reshaping things, and I think Minuteman is going to add a little more kind of cross media into that.
Ooh.
So reviewing documentaries, talking to filmmakers, talking to podcasters, maybe getting some celebs in to talk about their paranormal experiences, whether those are UFO sightings or ghosts or whatever.
You've explained the Truth Be Told brand so much more eloquently than we have ever
Attempted to try to do.
And we've tried, believe me.
Multiple times.
That was actually fabulous. And then, so that'll be so exciting with celebrities.
Yeah, it's something different. I know that there have been shows like, what's the Celebrity Ghost Stories and things like that. And they really kind of milk a story for every bit of commercial value.
Right.
But again, I don't want Minuteman to go beyond 10 or 15 minutes. So really interviews and things are just going to be straight
Short
to the
and
point
quick.
and kind of, get to the crux of...
Which I think works because Tony and Bonnie have the long form and they have those like long form sit downs. So like it's not that you're not getting that. It's just it's a different show.
It's good to shake
and
it up.
It's all under the same umbrella.
Exactly. The other part of it too is that I'm Mondays at 3 p.m. So it's a Monday afternoon. You've had the weekend to do whatever you've wanted. We're starting the week with just a little bite, a morsel of something paranormal, just to kind of whet your appetite for what's coming throughout the week. That, and I don't know. I'm a slightly younger demographic than Bonnie and Tony, and myself. I'm sure you guys understand too. Like attention spans are like this.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
I don't know the last time that I sat down and watched an hour-long interview.
Yeah.
And like
That's true.
I'll watch it, but then I'll also have my phone out.
Yeah,
and
you're
I'll
gonna be
have
doing
another
something
show
out.
going,
Exactly.
I'm
Like,
cooking dinner.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not 100% focused on what's
Exactly.
being
Right.
And so how long have you been in the paranormal world? Like, have you been exploring that for? Was it well before you did Minuteman, or did you kind of start, like you were interested when you started Minuteman? What's your paranormal journey like?
What's my paranormal journey
journey?
like?
Because I know for us, we didn't really fully know a lot before we started Paranormal Pals,
And
so we just
still don't.
yeah, we just jumped on it and we're learning things as we go. But I'm just wondering, is that same as you, a little bit different?
I mean, when we say paranormal, that's a broad,
Totally.
broad umbrella that covers so many different things. I mean, growing up, I was always interested in, and I blame my father and his family, but I was always very interested in ghost stories and
Right.
Bigfoot and aliens and the strange and unusual and the unsolved. My father was much older than my mother, and he came from, like, I grew up in a rural area, and my father grew up in a place that was even more remote.
Whoa.
They were real backwoods. But my grandmother was first generation Irish American, and she had a lot of superstitions.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
So being Black Irish, she came in and she had kind of all kinds of things that were not allowed in her house. And stories of that, and hearing stories that, my grandmother from my grandmother's past, or my grandfather that my dad shared with us, always kind of like, you just kind of wondered about, this stuff. And, and then I had my own kind of personal interest in, what is all of this and blah, blah, blah.
I love that. That's exciting. I know, Lauren, you had a question, huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
All of the things.
Do all of the microphones.
Yeah, true.
So, very interesting. Rob lives out of his van, so I know he's been traveling around. So I was wondering if you've had any, like, creepy, like, noises or, like, sounds or, like, things, like, I don't know, just experiences while you've been traveling. Like, I know, like, alone, we've talked a little bit how I'm, like, kind of scared about, like, being alone.
Right.
So, like, have you any encounters, and if so, like, how did that make you feel?
Scary experiences you've had.
Oh, let's see. I haven't had any experiences in the van. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So, but one of the things that I have done, especially kind of not this last big trip, but the trip before, I was doing Minuteman report from the van.
Right.
So I was collecting stories and doing things, and like there are definitely places that you go where you're kind of like, okay, I'm out in the middle of
Literally
the
nowhere.
woods at a Revolutionary War cemetery, and it's just me and the van, and like, how do you get back to the van fast enough when things get a little, 'cause-
Freaky.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and in all honesty, I can psych myself out in a heartbeat. So like,
Same.
so normally it doesn't scare me. I can talk about and hear stories, and it's great. It just takes that one thing to like,
Yep.
I've had one major injury in my life, and it was a torn Achilles tendon because I scared myself.
Really?
Yeah, I went, and this is how stupid this is. I had actually worked with, it was the Blair Witch Project.
Okay.
Really?
I had worked that summer with Josh Leonard's dad, who's a professor, and we had all talked about the film. We kind of knew it was kind of like we understood the marketing behind it, and it was just a ploy, and it's just a movie. And I really wanted to see it, and no one would go to see it with me, and like I was staying with my mother. We live on a mountaintop that's like 40 minutes from anything, so I drove off the mountain to go to a local theater, saw the movie, and on the way home, driving back up the mountain, it started raining, and the windshield wipers in my car decided not to work.
No.
So I had to keep stopping and like wiping off the windshield. And if there's one thing you know about the movie is just how they use the atmosphere of being in the woods as part of building the suspense and building that fright. So yeah, I was completely freaked out. By the time I got to my mom's house, like I had like worked myself into like a complete and utter like tizzy. And so again, it was raining.
Yeah.
Should have been thinking about this, but so when I pulled into the driveway, I didn't, the thought was get to the house. And so I started up the driveway, and the motion light on the garage came on behind me.
Oh.
Real.
And fight or flight. I ran. I took off running, and I thought, like, I could see the porch, and I was like, I'm going to jump, I'm going to make the porch, I'm going to get on the porch. And I took this, like, leap. I was nowhere near the porch.
Oh, no.
So, like,
No.
I came crashing down, and I felt the top of my foot touch the front of my leg, and it was agony. It was, yeah. And then my mother drove me to the emergency room and laughed while I had to recount the whole story to the doctor.
I love
Isn't
that.
it so
Horror
funny though?
films?
Like that whole experience was like affected because you saw them. Like you probably wouldn't be as scared if you didn't just come from seeing
Oh, yeah,
Blair Witch
no,
Project.
If it had just been like me on the mountain road that I had driven a million times before, it would
Right.
be fine. Totally fine.
But like, what are the odds of that? It's
Yeah.
like raining
So weird.
and like,
Everything
and, like
happened.
that's all creepy. Like right after that happens, like my
Yeah.
brain's like, oh, Like
And the motion light too.
Yeah.
Girl, I would have jumped as well.
That's
Yeah, so it's just, you know, but.
Well, you know what? I love that. That's the best story I've ever heard. And I love
And
that.
that is the most athletic injury
Yeah.
that I will ever have.
I love that. And so, Rose, we're going back to Rose's Astrology Corner.
Rose's Astrology Corner.
Okay.
But this
It's a new
time,
theme song every week.
it is a new. But this time,
sing.
Robert centric. We're finding out more about you and your astrology
Okay.
signs.
Well, actually, instead of doing a full natal chart reading, which we were going to do, it'd take a whole long time. We're going to do a classic quiz.
Oh,
a classic
okay,
Paranormal
cute.
Pals quiz. But this
Cute.
time, we get to include Aries. We get to include Aries because we've got our very first fire sign.
Wow. Okay,
got a very
fun.
good
I love
sign.
that.
So-
All the signs? Like all the
No,
like,
we're missing Earth. We're
Right,
missing Earth.
we
We
got
can't
no
even
Earth.
bring Tony in because he's a fire sign. So we just don't have any Earth in this place. And it shows.
I know, yeah.
we're not grounded at all
We're not the
here.
most grounded group.
Yeah.
If you saw
Yeah.
last week's episode, you'll get that. Anyway, but so we're going to do this quiz is all about can you survive a Nope style alien invasion based on your zodiac sign? If you've seen the film Nope, you know how terrifying that alien invasion was. But I think just any alien invasion, this is basically whether you can survive or not. We're going to start with Aries because it's the beginning of the zodiac wheel. I do not screen these. I do not pre-screen these, and sometimes they're offensive.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Duly noted.
Yes. Okay, Aries. Fearless and curious, Aries volunteers to negotiate with the alien invaders. There is hero energy to ram folk, and whether they go in guns blazing or tongues wagging, they're the first to make contact. But in a shock to absolutely no one, they're the first to die. So do you
So
feel like
true.
that is
So
right?
true.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So you just want to make contact.
Yeah, I feel like as an Aries, yeah, we're very much the first to like climb the hill and then choose to die on it.
Would you be? So, have you seen the movie?
I haven't.
Okay. Well, for those who have, like Rose, would he be like the TMZ guy, like trying to like go and like get the
Oh my
like
God, he would be.
he would like try to get the scope, try to get the news, get it
He
going,
so
get it on
would be.
film, but then he dies first.
Yeah, in the motorcycle where he's like,
So
I'm
I
going to
think,
get this.
yeah.
Make contact.
Right.
This is gonna be the best episode of Minuteman ever.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's so
In a
true.
van instead of a motorcycle.
Yes, he's driving his van out to it. His van gets sucked up. No.
Okay, I love it. That's
Shit,
great.
my house.
So, okay, Gemini is next. And this is both Lauren and myself.
Yep.
Now, ruled by the planet of communications, Gemini is the linguist and resident shit talker of the zodiac. Fittingly, they're the first to decode and fluently learn the alien language, giving them an advantage as translators and opening to potentially and probably become traders.
Oh, so y'all join the.
Now I'm going to be real. I can't speak
You'll
for
join the
Lauren.
aliens.
I know if that offer was given to me and it was like, all your friends will die, you join the ship, I'd go, sure thing.
Oh,
And I'd
because you
jump
get to
in.
survive. and
Yeah.
you-
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can corroborate that's true.
But what if living with the aliens isn't a slay life, and then you just have to live with the
I don't
aliens?
think it ever
That's
would be,
I would cross
but-
that bridge when I came to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
See, I don't think I would get that far because, like, I was supposed to minor in Spanish and I dropped that. So,
Oh.
like, I don't know about learning the whole language. Like,
Yeah,
that might not go very well for me.
Okay. Well, there you go. Maybe we'll see what your moon sign says
Well,
later.
like, see, me and Rose can get there, and then we'll be like, nah, this isn't it. We'll just jump ship.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. We'd have each other on the ship.
Exactly.
So
Right.
it's just you guys that would
It's just
die.
all the Gemini. It's aliens and
Robert's already
Geminis.
dead. Remember that.
Well, I'm already dead.
He's
Yeah.
already dead. So it's just you two. Like, that's all.
Okay,
We'll
we'll
see
see
how I fit into
Yeah,
this
we might
equation.
jump on board too.
Scorpio is the alien. No, I'm joking. Well, okay. Ruled by
I am the
Pluto,
alien.
the planet of sex, death, and regeneration, Scorpios are designed to survive at all costs and are willing to go to great lengths and terrible depths in order to do so. Ooh, not above mating with the enemy
Oh.
or subjecting themselves to strange experiments. Scorpios always live to fight and fuck another day.
Really? It
They
says
really,
that?
it does say that.
It
They really
says
were.
that?
They really were like shape of water.
Oh,
That's it.
true, actually.
Oh, so would that be?
I guess
truthful?
I'm joining you guys as the mate of the alien that saves you.
Yeah.
So
Thirst to experience
You'd
probing.
be
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
and open to it, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. We move on to Aquarius. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So this just says all Aquarians are aliens, so no trouble here, folks.
That's all it says.
So you are the alien.
I am the alien.
Here's what happens.
That feels so Taylor Swift, and the alien is me.
Hey, you're the alien. Rob's like, I'm getting it on Minuteman, dies. We're gonna learn this man's language. It has something to do with B. Miller, I'm pretty sure.
And then
literally.
And then
Right.
we
You
fuck.
already have.
Yeah, I'm
Trying to decode the shit that I'm saying.
We get in there, but we're like fully like servitude, like shit on. But you go in, and then you go. It's like a
Well,
co-ruling
mine says
situation.
not above mating with the enemy. Is the alien the enemy?
And there's the question.
True.
Maybe
Humans are the
it's-
real
Oh,
enemy.
Yes.
The government. I mean, if we know
Yes.
anything from Stranger Things, the
I guess it depends on
the
which-
monsters
which-
are an enemy,
You
but
make
they're not
your-
the
which-
only enemy.
You make your way up in the
Which
government
side-
hierarchy
Yeah.
until you're the president.
right.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a very perspective.
If I'm mating with someone, I want to know what or
What you're getting
what
out of it.
Yeah, what this is gonna be. So
I want to know what it's gonna be.
yeah,
And that is like a scene. That was good. That told a story.
That was a
That
whole
was-
arc.
that was
I liked
good.
That we
That
all
was
had
good.
a character. in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Kind of cool.
To build our own next alien invasion now.
Yeah, I kind of love it. Now, if we have time, do we have time?
Sure.
I want to test Minuteman's knowledge, okay?
Ooh.
Because Mr. Hensley is renowned in the studio for his extensive knowledge on a lot of subjects that he painstakingly researches. Okay, so this is a true or false. Anyone can weigh in. Okay, to do
I think
with
this first one will be easy, but we'll see.
Right. Okay, we'll see. So, number one, it's just true or false. The Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado is so haunted it served as an inspiration to the hotel in Stephen King's The Shining.
True.
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 You said it's easy and you said it's true, so I'm going off that.
Right. And it is true. Okay. Okay. This is almost like, do you know what I think this is? This is Minuteman versus plebeians.
True.
Minuteman versus plebes.
Plebes.
Plebes. Plebeians. Plebes. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
PP. Okay. President Obama refused to sleep in the White House's Lincoln bedroom after reporting a paranormal experience in 2009. True or false?
False.
False.
True.
False.
So final.
I'll go with false.
Correct. It is false.
Interesting.
I feel like I should speak in a British accent for this.
What?
If you stay at the Hotel Monte Vista in Flagstaff, Arizona, you might encounter paranormal spirits who hang raw meat from chandeliers or a ghostly infant's disturbing cries. True or false?
True.
False.
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 Okay.
This is the.
Strike one for Robert. It was
Good.
true. It was true. Wow. Okay.
Hanging raw meat from chandeliers.
Wait, what do you mean strike? Strike one made it seem as if
Strike one.
he got it wrong.
Yeah.
Point
so
one.
I worded it wrong.
So, but point one for Robert.
Strike one for you. My bad.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a
We're good.
qualified referee. Yup, the Hotel Monte Vista is seriously haunted. Even John Wayne reported having a paranormal experience there. True or false?
Sorry, repeat that.
The Hotel
Is it
Monte
true?
Vista is seriously haunted. Even John Wayne reported having a paranormal experience there.
True or false? Let's go with true.
I'll say true because you said true.
I'm not sure. I'm not a huge John Wayne fan. I don't really care about him. So
Yeah, I only know about it, Lady
That's
Gaga.
valid.
This
I don't
we'll,
even know
we'll
who that
say
is.
we'll say true.
Okay. And we are both correct.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it could be true, it could be false, and it wouldn't really.
Yeah.
Whoa, it
That
could
was
be true. It
really-
could be false, and it wouldn't matter.
I mean, like John Wayne is what? Like,
I don't know
who
who
cares
that
if he
is.
saw a ghost? It doesn't
Well,
matter.
but
That's
this
the
game
perspective.
does matter.
Well, I mean,
This is the. Okay.
That's not right, man. The
Gotta
game does
existential.
matter, but
All right. Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium was demolished in 2002, in no small part due to persistent complaints of paranormal activity. This is Cincinnati's Riverfront
Guys, I'm going through
Stadium.
a crisis.
And for the visual people
I have to
that
hold
lack
it now.
Visuals, Josh has just had a full-on war with his microphone.
It's just broken,
That
kind of. Sorry,
all
Tony.
of us
I'll fix it. Don't charge me.
Okay. Handhold after all. So, Cincinnati's Riverfront Stadium demolished because of paranormal activity. True or false?
True.
I mean, the people in Ohio are a little weird, but I don't know that they would base demolishing a public structure just on a couple
That's
of
what
ghost
my
stories.
and
So I'm gonna say false.
I'm gonna say false too. And I feel like if there were ghosts, that would be more reason to not destroy it because people would want to visit it for that reason.
And there you
I
go.
don't know.
It's all about
That's,
money.
That's my reasoning.
Okay,
Gosh.
I back that.
Okay. And it is false.
Woo!
I was
Woo!
We're doing
Alright.
really well.
Yeah. But
Is Robert still winning? Okay.
By 1 point. So we all knew that would be the outcome. Mansfield Reformatory, the set of the iconic Shawshank Redemption,
Love that movie.
is notoriously haunted. People have heard phantom footsteps behind them, encountered shadow people, and had psychological disturbances. True or false?
True.
True.
say
I
true.
would
That's
say
a
true,
very
yeah.
descriptive-
And it's true. It is true. There you go. This is really. I'm learning a lot.
Me too.
Which isn't a telltale sign of a house being haunted? Okay, so this is like a multiple choice. Which isn't a telltale sign? Electronic disturbances, unexplained noises, items missing or moving without explanation, nightmares or night terrors, visibly disturbed animals, or all of the above. Which isn't.
The dream.
Isn't the what? Sorry.
I would say the dream one.
The
I was
nightmares.
gonna say the moving objects. I thought ghosts can't move objects.
Okay.
I disagree.
Well,
Interesting.
didn't we just say that ghosts hanging raw meat on a chandelier happened?
That's so
So,
true.
I've seen like videos of things like flying off like walls and stuff.
I feel like
Actually, that's a good point. Let's say ghosts can move things, and they broke my microphone, and it wasn't me, guys. So that it's the ghost that did it,
I'm
Okay,
gonna
still
agree with
holding it.
Lauren. I think nightmares are not a telltale sign.
and the ghosts fixed it. Sorry.
The other ones were
Boom.
electronic disturbances.
I'm gonna
unexplained
go.
noises.
I'm gonna go with unexplained noises.
Great.
Interesting.
Oh, it was all of the above.
Oh. So a haunted house is
None of
not real.
those. None of those are signs.
Like, girl,
They all
if
felt
I've
like
got items
signs.
moving without explanation, it's haunted. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to say.
So
I
the
feel
quiz
like
is saying
all
all
of
of those are not
telltale signs of a house being haunted. What is?
Well, I mean, telltale. I mean, 100% telling. I guess is what they're saying.
Well, 100% telling would be a ghost standing in front of me going, "Hey, girl, I'm
Well,
haunting a house."
right, and that's probably what they. But I mean, the reason I said unexplained noises is because
Anything.
depending on the age of the house, I mean, houses settle.
Right, it
could be.
There
Yeah.
are a lot of things that, I mean, things coming up missing. I mean, if you have a child. I can't even say it, children. If you have children and they move shit on you, or
Yeah.
a nasty sister-in-law who
you
fucking
go.
takes your shit,
Right.
or whatever could be, or a pet that moves something,
Yep.
whatever that could happen.
Yeah. But
But yeah, I mean,
unexplained noises. I think I would have gone with you on that one. But
Yeah.
you know what? All the above. So
all of
no
the above.
points.
Okay.
Okay, if you visit the St. Augustine Lighthouse, you might encounter one of the first keepers who fell and died while painting it. True or false?
True.
Yeah, I'll go with true. That sounds
False.
Yes, it is.
ghost story.
It's true. I
It's a
think
true.
That
you
alpha-
guys
it's a
are getting
true
such help from.
I know. I was just thinking that.
conviction in
I'm
these
just like
answers.
he just does it, and we just piggyback.
Robert goes, so this is 100% true. And
But
they
we
go,
can answer
okay.
first.
Okay,
Yeah,
should
let's
we
do
do a final double point round?
Well, there's
to
two.
see-
There's two.
Oh, there's
more,
two
so
left.
let's do
Okay.
it. Employees at George's Moon River Brewing Company report having objects thrown at them, doors closing by themselves, and shadow figures walking about the brewery long after all guests have left. True or false?
Okay, so we're going first, and I don't know. So Lauren, you
True?
true.
Yeah, I'll go true.
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 It was true.
Wow.
Final
Going off the
double round.
description.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how they're describing it's like too descriptive to not be true.
Yeah.
I didn't write the quiz, guys. I never do.
Okay,
You
last
know that.
one.
Okay,
All or
double
nothing?
point.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. All right.
Wow.
Okay. In 2019, nearly half of the rooms in Madison, Wisconsin's Motel 8 were vacant due to persistent reports of paranormal activity. True or false?
False.
False.
False. It was false. So
So
maybe the real winners were the friends we made along the way.
Aww.
Well, Rob still won.
It feels as if
So
Robert
what?
probably does win because he got that one extra point
did.
than us.
Unfortunately, he
So
won.
Minuteman takes it out.
Minuteman takes it. So if you want information in your podcast and not just shit talking,
Yeah.
go and check Robert's podcast out. Same. It's
If anyone has questions or stories or wants to share a tip or something that they want us to look into and feature, they can email reportminuteman@gmail.com.
Amazing.
and there you go. Do
Boom.
you want
Do
to
that.
plug anything else, babes?
God, plug anything else. again, Truth Be Told, the whole brand 3 times each week. So,
Truth Be Told.
Truth Be Told, Minuteman Report, Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, or 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern, is Bonnie's Truth Be Told Transformation. And Tony, of course, has the original Truth Be Told on Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. And
up there.
if you just can't get enough of moi, there's also... you can check out my other podcast, which is a celebrity beauty interview show called Face Value. That's on Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeart.
With a lot of exciting content on the way, guys.
Yes, with a second season coming soon.
Yeah.
And my first feature film is now available on Tubi.
Whoa.
So look
Called Family Affair.
Yeah, look for Family Affair on Tubi.
Which, final closing statement, has a billboard in Times Square as of this week. So
Last
we are
week.
So proud. Oh,
No, this
no,
week.
it's this week.
But when we publish this, it'll be last
Last
week.
week. So last week it was in Times Square. That deserves a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being on the show. It's
Thank
been
you
a
guys.
Becoming our
delight.
first guest.
Thank you so much.
First guest.
First and only.
And only,
And
yeah.
probably only ever because, we don't have many other.
We got one episode to go, y'all.
Yeah.
Get excited.
Oh,
But it's been a joy and let's all
Say goodbye.
bye.
Bye.
Come and let the truth be told to you. Go stream our show on UBN Go, UBN Go. Yeah, you know the verdict's out. Go play this loud. Paranormal Pals, Paranormal Pals.